I'm Haley. Welcome to the whole podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We are so excited. We are going to be interviewing an individual from Easterseals. So did you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone?
Yes. Hi, my name is Megan Vargas, and I am the Community Services Manager at Easterseals.
Yay. And so what does that mean?
So, yes, so I oversee services for individuals. Right now, I'm over the Community Networking Program.
Okay.
We provide several services within that program itself. So, we provide individuals with one on one services, group event services, and individual skill development services.
Okay. So, for those of us who don't know, can you break those down? What is one-on-one services?
Okay, so one-on-one services is where staff goes. We are basically trying to integrate our individuals into their communities. So our staff picks up, takes into community, works on community skills, or communication skills, not community skills, communication skills, social skills. Our biggest thing is we're trying to um, help individuals gain independence in their communities.
Okay.
Um, Sometimes we live in a community and we don't know what's out there. And so our staff is really good at working with families, working with individuals to see what is out there for them, whether it be visiting their local libraries, whether it be uh, activities in their community, volunteering, different things.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I know a little bit about that because my mom works in that department. Okay. You had two other things that you mentioned after that. Can you explain those a little bit too?
Yes. So, individual skill development is also a one on one service where our staff goes in home or even in the community and works on specific skills depending on what their families or what the individual wants to work on. This could be anywhere from cooking, cleaning, budgeting, money management, a whole select things that they can work on. Staff again goes their schedule. They go and work specifically with that individual and what their goal is. So we really base our services on individual goals. And so that was our ISD services. We also do group events. So this is so individuals can uh, socialize with their peers. We have 4 on-site group events. We do cooking, exercise, board games, art, and then we also go into the community and do integrate and do different things in the community. So we're taking individuals out there, and so they can select the different events each month that they want to attend. They don't have to attend all of them, but to be able to socialize with peers and gain those skills, um, then develop skills. We also in our one-on-ones, we a lot of our staff meet up with other staff members with their individuals and do things in the community too. So we are really community based and focused in our program.
Yeah. No, it sounds like it because those services, people don't talk about how much they are needed.
Hmm.
And that's really great that that's something you can provide because you talk to people my age and younger, and you talk to about budgeting or financial concerns, or, maybe I don't understand this. There's not much conversation about it because nobody knows where to go. And so just starting off with budgeting is amazing.
Yes, yes. We find it very. Our staff is really good at building. First of all, we have a curriculum that they
Okay.
can follow. Um, a lot of our staff are retired teachers. So they have that background that our staff are called instructors. And so we go out and we guide. We guide our individuals, not do it for them, but guide them into their independence. And so our staff, we follow curriculum. They have different lesson plans that they work on. Um, you know, different, a variety of things that help with the budgeting and the money management and building calendars. Our biggest thing is we want the individuals to um, do it themselves. We want them to think outside the box and think of activities that they want to do in the community with the guidance of our staff.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm,
Oh my gosh, that is so
mhm,
amazing.
mhm,
Wow.
mhm,
um, I know that when my family and I were dealing with my disability and figuring out where to go, it was very hard to figure out how to do even budgeting.
right,
How do you teach somebody who can't see the differences in the dollar bills or the fives?
right.
And so that conversation just isn't as prevalent as it needs to be. So that is just amazing.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
so excited for the future and what you are offering through Easter
And
Seals.
it's continuously growing.
I bet.
Our programs and services are growing, just not with my program
Mhm.
itself, but we offer the pre-employment, we offer employment, we offer autism services, we offer our community connections services within. There's a whole array of services just within Easter Seals, and it's not just here in Kansas City. We are based out of Missouri. We're based out of Illinois. So we are constantly growing.
Wow.
Mhm.
Um, how many clients do you cover?
Oh.
Is that
Yeah,
oh.
yes. That is a large number, but we service as a whole, Easter Seals Midwest, probably um, about 20,000 people throughout Kansas, Illinois, and Missouri every single year, at
Wow.
least more than that.
That's
Uh-huh.
that's huge
Yes.
and exhausting.
It's
That is not talked about enough.
no, it sounds exhausting, but it's rewarding.
Yes.
Because not only are we helping the families and the individuals, we are teaching, and we're teaching parents, especially at an early age with our autism services. And so it's rewarding. It's especially when you see the results of just somebody just in our program. We're out in the community, and then them experiencing something that is out of the norm um, is very rewarding.
Mm.
Mhm.
And being out in the community and maybe seeing how the community is
Right,
helpful and interactive. I bet
right.
that's also rewarding too.
Yes, yes, it's definitely rewarding.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but that's us. That's what we do.
That's amazing. Okay, thanks for breaking that down because I feel like not many people know about Easter seals and what
Hmm.
services are offered.
Right.
Usually people hear about vocational services is voc rehab or rehab services for the blind or the whole person. We offer that as well.
Right.
So I honestly I don't know enough about Easter seal, so I appreciate you breaking it down.
Hmm.
Um, how are you guys funded? How does that work? And
So, with my particular program, we are Medicaid funded, Medicaid waiver funded. So our individual, it goes through a process. If an individual has not even been through the process, what I usually do is provide them with the contacts for Kansas City Regional Office to get it even started. But basically, there's a variety of different fundings through that Easter Seals, goes through. But just my particular one, it's through Medicaid waiver funding. We also work with Platte County Board Services for our individuals that live in Platte County. So they have been a huge help for providing our individuals with group services funding. So that's that's been a blessing. Um, but yeah, that's as far as others funding. There's so many different avenues that goes through. So
interesting.
mhm.
Okay. That's a lot to wrap your head around.
It
I'm
is.
just
It
like,
is.
whoa.
Yeah, it is. It is. The process is, it's, there's steps. Like always, there's always steps to a process. But our biggest thing when we're working through process for getting people services within us, and especially our services, um, we want the families and the individuals to feel welcome and we want to have a conversation of their needs. So we definitely that's our first step in the process. We want to know what the need of and what the goals are. What do they want to establish in their life? What does uh, that look like for them? And so that's what we know and how to provide a service for them. So yeah.
Interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh man, you know when you have questions in your head and then you forget them? I am low key kind of dealing with
But
that.
you know what? That's okay. We're just having a conversation.
Yes,
Let's just have a
absolutely. I
conversation
love it.
and let it flow.
Yes.
Yes.
So, okay, here's what I was thinking. Can you tell a little bit more about Kansas City Regional, just so people know what you're referring to, and then how they would go about getting started with them, so that maybe they can get connected to your organization? Like, what does that look like?
So I don't know specific numbers off the top of my head.
Right.
The Kansas City Regional Office. So say for instance, no one's we always want them because our program is Medicaid waiver funded. We always want to see, okay, do they have Medicaid? So connecting them with the Kansas City Regional Office will help them and guide them that. We're just one of many providers that offer services. And so we're not necessarily, we want individuals to get services and we're not pushing us, we want them, whatever the family feels comfortable with. So that is the first step, connecting with them and making sure they have all the resources to help, connecting them with service coordinators to help see what is out there for them, to see what resources and services are out there for individuals. And what I've come into a hiccup with is when students graduate from high school, a lot of families don't know that's out there. So there's many times where they're calling, and then we have to start that process. Um, and if it was our goal, well, my goal, is to uh, bring awareness in the schools. So if families in transition are needing that guidance, knowing what's out there. And so, but yeah, with me being new to Easter Seals, I'm still learning a lot. And so there's so much more to learn out there. But our biggest thing is advocacy, inclusion, and just making sure that they are living the best lives they can, and we provide the services to help that.
That's amazing because s- everybody has different needs that they're trying to work through. And some of the very basic things are often overlooked by accident because the goals that everybody wants are, I want my kid to go to school, or I want them to be independent with this. But you really break it down and make sure that they're independent in one on one sessions or different group activities. And so that's really amazing
Yeah.
because I don't know of too many other places that everybody focuses on it to a degree, but you kind of bring it to the forefront and say, no, we're going to look at this like completely different right now and work on this and then work up to that. So,
Yes. And our goal, I want some of our individuals to be able to get jobs.
right.
So our pre-employment helps build skills for that, and then it goes to employment. And so we partner with a lot of businesses in Kansas City, whether it be volunteering, whether it be finding our individuals jobs, Stony Creek in Independence, just a variety, Hillcrest,
Hmm.
going to volunteer at Hillcrest. And so we provide a lot of resources in that aspect of it. So, partnering with schools, we just got a partnership with North Kansas City Schools as one of their business partners.
Yay.
And so, just having that connection to be able, like I talked about or the not the advocacy, but the awareness portion of it, um, and being able to go into the schools and help students and their families.
Right.
So, we can bring in when they have the vendor events,
Mm.
when they have different things happening in the schools, we can be a part of that as well. And so, our biggest thing, especially mine, coming into the community networking portion of the pro or of the organization, I want it's all about community. So spreading awareness in the community about what we offer in our services. So and because like you said, a lot of people don't know, and so getting them in the know.
Right. And part of educating families and individuals, you also have to educate the community
Right.
because not a lot of people always understand autism or different disabilities. And so that's a huge part of it as well.
Yes, our program in Joplin, it actually does a really cool thing. I just spoke with them, and um, they are going inside the schools and the universities and spreading awareness as well. Teaching, uh, teaching those in the schools. I think they have like a simulation thing that they do of what uh, like a student is going through with autism, and they do simulations for other students to see what it feels like and what they go through. And
Right.
I was like, that's really cool. And just getting ideas, bring that here to Kansas City. So, like I said, within Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois, there's so much going on with Easter seals.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. So let me see here. I want to look at some of these questions because I know that we have some really good questions.
Hmm.
But I kind of wanted to ask you. Let me get my mic over here. I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
um, okay, so could you describe maybe a typical day and what that looks like for you?
Ooh.
I know that's a big question because it could be different every day, right?
Day looks very different every day.
Yes.
In my role as manager, wow, because I am hands on as well. So whether it be supporting my staff, supporting the supervisor that oversees the staff, meeting with families in the community, meeting with families at the office, the day looks different each time. We are continuously getting individuals that are inquiring about our services. So those are meetings that we always have. I try to be present at the on-site events that we have, that the off-site events. I have worked with individuals in place of staff that couldn't. So there's times where if a staff goes on vacation, I'm filling in. So yeah, the day looks different every day.
I can understand that.
And then meetings.
Yes. And then meetings. Yes.
Yes,
Oh
but
my
but
goodness.
they're always good. I've been very thankful to be in an organization that all your everything that you say or any ideas that you have, they're always listened to and implemented. Um, and the director over the program, Abby, she is amazing. She is she's advocates for the staff, advocates for the families, the individuals, but definitely the staff. And I've been truly thankful. I think we're all thankful, but it's like a family um, at the organization.
Yeah, that is important because when everybody feels heard, it allows
Hmm.
for more creativity and outside solutions,
Hmm.
and everybody strives to be the best that they can.
Right.
And so, yeah, I agree. That is very important. And I'm glad that you have that. Not every place does.
Right,
So,
right, and even with my staff, I've brought into where we're meeting every day. They are comfortable to come and contact me with anything, um, and they know I'm there. They know whatever is needed from me, or I'm there. So yeah, it's been like I said, we just went on a whole circle, but typical day.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It varies.
Well, I'm really glad that you're there for your staff in that way. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
It Uh, I've noticed in different places of employment when you have that, people are just so creative
Yeah.
and are thankful for being able to share their creativity.
Right.
And then when you have thoughts and ideas, when you can share those in a safe place, that's just amazing because then you can add on to whatever the idea is, and maybe your influence, your pattern of this is how I work, and this is what I've seen in my past employments, and let me help because I know how to help here. Maybe that could be utilized to help for the greater good. So that's amazing.
Wonderful. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's look at some more questions if that's okay with you. I feel
Sure.
like we've already kind of covered quite
Yes.
a bit of them, but you'll have to correct me because we do have quite a few.
Yes.
Okay. We talked about autism and employment.
Yes.
Okay, how does Easter Seals partner with other local organizations? So, how do you get connected to other organizations then? Do you reach out or do
Yes.
you also attend some of those community events where you have vendors and tables and all that stuff?
That's how we get connected as well.
Hmm.
Just getting out there
Yeah,
and spreading awareness, spreading the word, who we are. And, just like our employment team is really good about going out and um, checking out the different businesses out there that
right.
will help support us and help support our individuals. And so, yeah, it's just all boots on the ground and all hands on deck going out there and really it's IRL in real life. You
Yeah,
know, you can post on social media, you can send an email. Sometimes it doesn't go through, it goes to junk mail, spam. But being out there in real life, that's how you get the connections.
right.
Hmm.
Do you find this is not on our questions
Okay.
because I've had to go into places of employment and see if they would work with the
Yes.
blind community, right?
Right.
Do you find it more acceptable that employers are willing to work with the disability community now? Or is it a little bit harder getting into places of employment to have those conversations? Or do you see kind of a mixture? Because I saw before COVID, it was a little bit harder. And then after COVID, through COVID, it was a little bit easier for people with disabilities. I don't know if you experienced that.
I think it depends. I think it
Okay.
depends on the company,
Hmm.
the business, and it just varies. And I think it's kind of a mix.
It is.
Yeah, it's a mix. I, you know, we don't specifically work with the employment and pre-employment, but just when we take our individuals out in the community, it's it's a mix, But
Right.
what I've experienced when I was working with individuals in the community, people are more welcoming. People are nice. Um, I, that's what I've experienced. But
Right.
but I can see there's a mix. You still get the looks,
Mhm.
different things like that. But
Mhm.
you can't change everybody.
No.
You can't. You want to. You
Yeah.
want to change everybody, and you want people to but you can't. There's gonna
No.
be people out there that yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard. You have to be a really strong advocate and know, this is what is going on with this client, and I think they would be a good fit.
Yes.
I've even had some places almost kind of create a job so
Yeah.
that people can be employed.
I've heard that through employment.
Mhm.
I've heard that, and, you know,
That's
our
amazing.
our employment team is awesome. They I they had the summer I think the summer work program is still going on,
Okay.
and, they got so many different, companies helping and different things, and, um, they're real good about going out there and being on site with the individuals and making sure that they're taken care of and making sure that they communicate with the businesses and the workers there, so that way our individuals can just integrate in there as well. So
That is not an easy job
that's
either.
not.
Um, it is very complicated, and you
Hmm.
always have to be aware of what's happening. And so,
Yeah,
kudos to everyone who's
yeah,
doing that job.
that team is awesome. Yeah.
Sounds like it. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, I need to stop saying amazing. Ah,
But it is. It's
it
amazing.
is though. It is. You are not wrong. Oh, okay. Can you share a recent success story that you've experienced or that your team has experienced?
We are constantly every story is a success story to us. whether it be something big to something little, um, knowing that our individuals have those aha moments wherever they go um, is a success. We not only, provide these services, but we also have a group, an IEC group that our supervisor is over, as well as our self-determination crew is over. And they advocate for us. So they go up to Jeff City, they go to Columbia, and they go to different things and talk with legislators and talk with different people in Jeff City to advocate for, you know, for individuals. So, um, there's not one success story, but they're all successful. You know, because even when we're out in the community or we're in group settings, just seeing them together and collaborating with it. I witnessed two individuals at our exercise class. It was, our staff was leading the exercise class, and they told them, take some laps to get warmed up. And they were just taking laps and talking to each other. And some, individuals that don't normally come to the group events started coming to the group events. And um, those are things that we like seeing. And those are successes,
Oh, yes.
little
Absolutely.
or big.
Absolutely. I think that sometimes every agency is like, we need a really big success story, but yet, if one individual is coming to more of the community events, that is a success. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
And you gotta smile on those days because that doesn't happen every single day, and it's amazing when it does.
Yeah. Yeah. And so our I'm not quite sure how it was before. When I came, I wanted to establish more on-site group events and be more consecutive. So I was like, hey, why don't we do a cooking class? And so we started doing the cooking class, and our group events went from a small number of signing up to the larger numbers, 9, 10, more group
Right.
events. And so even people that weren't attending group events are now coming to the group events. And I'm like, I love seeing it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so experiencing the different ones out in the community have been rewarding, and those are successes.
That is
Mhm.
so good because not everyone knows how to cook.
No, no.
I struggle with it too. I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Mom, what do I do here?"
Hmm. Yeah. And they're easy meals, but I
Yeah.
mean, they're excited about them. So we do each month is a theme. We had uh, Cinco de Mayo, May, and we had quesadillas, and and then we have like um, I think we're having in August we're having is it spaghetti? We're having something like a back to school,
Okay.
dinner or something. So
Right.
yeah, so we're doing that.
Nice. And so you have a place at Easter Seals to do all this cooking,
Yes,
if I
we
understand
have a
correctly?
kitchen.
Okay.
Uh-huh. We have a kitchen there in our community connections program. And so our events are usually after hours. So our staff goes after hours, and we can utilize the kitchen there. And they have a space too that we can utilize for our exercise classes, our game nights, to where we have karaoke. We have to where they can bring their own games. We had a individual that actually made his own game
What?
and brought it, and they were playing it, and it was awesome. So, yeah.
See, it's the creativeness. I
Yes.
don't think I would be that
Yeah,
creative,
yeah,
so
very creative, very creative. Yes.
Oh my goodness. So, if it's okay with you, let's go ahead and take an ad break, and then we will just jump right back into these questions, okay?
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
Thank you, everyone. We'll be back soon.
Living with a disability can feel isolating, but it doesn't have to. At The Whole Person, peer support groups bring people together who truly understand. The Whole Person provides a variety of peer support groups. Brain injury group, share experiences and navigate life after your injury. Mental health group, connect with others managing anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges. DIY life skills, build confidence and skills for independence, designed for ages 18 to 24. In addition to these, we offer specific groups for spinal cord injuries, blindness and low vision, and deaf and hard of hearing. Whatever your journey, you're not alone. To find your group and attend our next meeting, please visit thewholeperson.org/peer support or call us at 816-561-0304. Peer support at The Whole Person. Real people, real connection.
All right, everyone, we are back from our break. Again, my name is Haley Korf. I am your vision impaired host, and we are interviewing Megan today from Easterseals. So we're just going to jump right back into some of our questions that we have for Megan. So Megan, I know that we've kind of covered a lot of questions here, but I wanted to ask you a couple more.
Okay.
So one of our questions is, what would you say to someone who wants to support Easterseals?
Okay. So basically, in order to, you can visit our website. Our website is Easterseals, EASTERSEALS.com /Midwest. You can visit that. It'll give you a wide variety of the services that we provide, and even from different areas in Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. You can also just spread the word awareness. Just telling people what we do. Um, we have Facebook. There's social media, LinkedIn. We have a whole bunch of different avenues that you can go to kind of see what we do and how you can donate, how you can spread the word, and just you know a lot of things to support us.
Okay.
Hmm.
We will put your website link on the screen so that people can find that easier and link to your website.
Okay. Very
Okay.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Megan, do you want to tell us a little bit about what got you interested in working in Easterseals and a little bit about your background so that we understand your projection on to how you became the manager at Easterseals for your program?
Sure. I come from a background of education and uh, nonprofit and business. So I started my education background or uh, career in education back in 2007 when we moved to Kansas City. Worked with North Kansas City schools in the self contained classroom. Saw, uh, got the experience, worked with great group of staff, and fast forward, um, before I started this position, um, I worked in the schools too, and I taught business. Um, I spent more time really focused on the student instead of teaching, um, because I felt that there was a need to provide just one on one with the students and making sure that they were good. Because if you don't make sure that the students or the individuals are good before you start teaching, they're not going to hear anything you say. So I, stopped working there, and there was an opportunity at Easter Seals. I actually was supposed to apply for a different position in Easter Seals, and I applied for this position, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. Um, I, like I said before, we have an amazing staff, um, and so many amazing individuals and families that we work with that makes every day that I go to work rewarding. Um, I, haven't been in a position to where I love going to work. Um, I've worked several different people, and I mean, I loved my jobs before, but there's something different about this position that that you're making a difference once you step into the doors. Whether it be with staff, whether it be with someone there that's just needing that smiling face, and the individuals in the community. Um, and knowing that the families and them knowing that you're there for them. So yeah, I definitely um, believe in our mission, and our mission is for everyone, no matter their ability, to have equal opportunities, access, and inclusion in their communities and beyond. And so I'm a true believer of what we do.
That is how a business is successful.
Mhm.
when people believe in the mission statement so that you can escalate that to move forward.
Right.
And that is not always the case, as you know, but knowing that you're walking into a place where you feel valued and heard, it makes a huge difference. And the community will see that, and people will come towards your organization more.
Right.
So just having that as your first foundational block is going to make the whole thing successful.
Right.
So
Right.
I do know that a lot of people like will mention Easter seals. I'm just not as coordinated and understanding what Easter seals is. So I appreciate you taking your time and explaining it. And maybe this will help the next person who's watching to understand a little bit more and come and visit your organization.
Yes.
I think that would be really great that you get more people who need the services that you offer.
Right. Easterseals has been around a long time.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard that too.
yes, I
And I'm
remember.
still learning.
Yes. And it's funny because a lot of people are like, I've never heard. And I was like, I remember as a little girl, my mother or my grandmother used to get these stamps and these seals in the mail. And I believe it was for donation or whatnot. And there would be leftover ones, and I would use those to play school.
Oh,
Fast
okay.
forward, here
Okay.
we are. And it's amazing to see, you know, and me knowing, and it was close to home too as a little girl. So um, I'm truly, like I said, and I've been saying this the whole time. I'm thankful uh, for where I am now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it comes through very strong that you're supportive of your
Yes,
organization and that you truly do believe. Um, that is hard to come by,
yes,
I will say,
yeah,
and finding the right people to help move that forward. So
right.
I think they nailed it when they hired you.
Oh,
So
thank you.
you're welcome. I hear nothing but good things about you. So
Oh, wonderful.
yeah.
Yes.
So, well, that's all the questions I really have. Do you have anything else that you would like to add at this time?
Um, no, just be on the lookout for new things happening with Easter Seals.
Yes.
It's like I said, we're continuously growing, and we're excited about it.
Yeah,
So
and we can share information if you need it. So just
yes,
contact us and we'll share whatever you need us to.
I so appreciate that, and I thank you guys for having me on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anytime. You are welcome back if you have any new information.
Uh huh.
And we'll just set up a time.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll catch you next time. Hi, everyone. My name is Haley Korf. I am the vision impaired host for the whole podcast. If you want to like and subscribe, that would be most helpful. We would love it. We just want to get our information out to the community so we can provide support to anyone who needs it. If you want to take a look at our calendar, we do have that on our website. That will show all the peer support groups that we offer. You are more than welcome to give us a call too. We would be more than happy to answer any questions, but it is all listed on the calendar. Take a look at it, enjoy our new website, and thank you so much for tuning in.